What's up, YouTube? It's JD Rick, and I'm back with my first video in quite a while, actually. I apologize for that. But on Black Friday, I picked up some new equipment, so I'm hoping to get some videos out a little more consistently here for you. So please drop a like, that would help out quite a bit. And if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. I think we're only about 11 or 12 subscribers short of 100, and then we'll see what happens from there. So, as you may or may not know, I've got about 5 or 6 different builds on 2k20 right now. I've got a couple of different center builds. I have a two-way shooting small forward build. I have my 5-7 build, which Joe Knows actually featured in one of his videos a couple of weeks ago. I'm going to put the link to that video down in the description. But I wanted to make a build that was going to be a lot of fun. I wanted to be fast. I wanted to be able to catch bodies. I wanted to be able to catch lobs. Just a build that was an all-around fun build. So what I made was a slashing playmaker. I'm telling you, I've been having a lot of fun on this build in the rec center, out on the playground. He catches big time bodies, as you saw in the intro. But like I said, I've just been having a lot of fun on this. If you want to see more gameplay on this build or any of the others, please let me know down in the comment section. If you want to see tutorials on different badge methods, let me know that as well. I mean, with all these different builds, I've got different methods for big man, for guards, as far as getting any of your finishing, playmaking, shooting, defensive type badges. I'd be more than happy to bring those to you. So without further ado, let's get into it. So for this build, we are going to start out with the point guard position. Right or left-handed, that's completely personal preference. For the pie chart, there's a couple of different ways to make the slashing playmaker build. If you watch my guy Brutal Sim, you know he uses the primary playmaking, which gives you a ton of Hall of Fame playmaking badges. Still gives you good shooting attributes and finishing. At 99 overall, you do get the contact dunks. It's a great overall build. I'll actually leave a link to his build down in the description for you. But what I wanted to do is be able to get those contact dunks right away. Have a lot of fun with this build without having to wait to get to 99. So what I did is I went with the miniature Joe Knows version, essentially, which is the primary playmaking and finishing. That's going to give you Hall of Fame playmaking badges and plenty of Hall of Fame finishing badges, along with being able to get those contact dunk animations right off rip. As you know, Joe's been running that LeBron James build primarily this year. It's a great build for him. He set his up obviously a little different. It's a little taller, a little bigger. I'll leave the link to his build down in the description as well if you want to check that out. But that's the pie chart that I went with. On the physical side, there was a couple of different pie charts I looked at. I looked at this one here with the speed and the vertical, which gives you the 92 speed, 90 acceleration, and 95 vertical. But after checking a couple of different builds out and doing a little homework on it, I decided to go with the pure speed one, with the 95 speed, 94 acceleration, and still has an 83 vertical. The reason I did this is I noticed speed is a big deal this year in 2K20, and the more speed you can get going to the rim, you're getting more contact dunks, you're getting better animations overall. And for me, I like to play a lot of rec, so I'm able to get up the floor a lot quicker on fast breaks. So that is the reason I went with the primary speed physical profile. Now onto the attributes. Here's how I set mine up. We maxed out the close shot, the driving layup, the driving dunk, which you see goes up to an 89 to start, which is going to give you all of the contact dunk animations, the elite animations, as well as all the alley-oop animations right off rip. We're going to max out the standing dunk, and then we're going to take the post hook up just far enough to give us 24 finishing badges, which gives you at 65 overall for the post hook. Onto the shooting, we're going to max out the mid-range, we're going to max out the three-point, and we're going to max out the free throw. And then on the post fade, we're going to take that up just far enough to give us our 7th shooting badge, which puts the post fade at 53. On the playmaking, we're going to max out the pass accuracy, the ball handling, which is going to give us 92 to start out with. So you're going to be able to speed boost off rip as well with this. With the post moves, we're going to take this up just far enough to give us that 23rd playmaking badge, which is at a 53. And then not forgetting about the defense, we're going to get some upgrades here as well. We're going to upgrade the perimeter defense, lateral quickness, the steal, and the block for the shot contest, giving us 6 defensive upgrades as well. That leaves you with 1 attribute. I think I threw mine on interior defense. Doesn't matter where you want to put that. I don't believe it's going to give you another badge upgrade no matter where you add that into. So like I said, I just threw it on interior defense. That gives us 24 finishing badges, 7 shooting badges, 23 playmaking badges, and 6 defensive badges. For the body shape, again, that's all kind of personal preference. I went with the built version. Now with the height, a lot of guards are going 6'3", 6'4", 6'2". With this particular build, I wanted to be a little bigger, and what I noticed too, when you go from 6'4" to 6'5", you get quite a bit of a jump in your driving dunk and your standing dunk, as well as your block. So I decided to go with 6'5", because once you go to 6'6", you lose actually 1 on your driving dunk. You lose some other attributes. So 6'5" seemed to be the sweet spot here. Now on the weight, you can mess around with the weight depending on what you're looking for. If you're looking for more strength, obviously you can max it out. If you want to be super fast, you can minimize it. But what I found was kind of the sweet spot was going up to 184. That was going to give you the max at the 95 acceleration. If you go any lower than that, you gain a couple on your vertical, but you don't gain anything else on your speed or acceleration. So 184 was kind of the sweet spot for me. Wingspan again, you can go max wingspan. Obviously, that's going to take a big hit to your 3-ball and your mid-range. Takes your ball handling down to 85, not allowing you to speed boost right away. What I ended up doing is I went in 2 ticks from minimum, which was 78.9. So that gave me a 75 mid-range, a 65 3-ball, and gave me 90 ball handling right off rip. It only takes 2 off of your steal and your block, so you still have enough there to be effective. And then it gives you 3 choices for your takeover. The playmaking takeover, since it's been fixed, that's what Brutal Sim has on his guy. He gets a lot of ankles on that now. Still gets a lot of blow-bys. You have your shot creator takeover to help with your shooting. But like I said, this was more of a fun build for me, so I went with the slashing takeover. Get the blow-bys, get the extra animations. And when we put that all together, it shows we built the slashing playmaker, similar to Derrick Rose, John Wall, and D'Angelo Russell. So let's get into the badge setup real quick. Like I showed you in the build, we're going to have 24 finishing badges, 7 shooting badges, 23 playmaking, and 6 defensive. On the finishing, I'm rocking, of course, the Big 4 on Hall of Fame for slashers: contact finisher, giant slayer, fancy footwork, and slithery finisher. I've been playing off-ball in the rec a lot on this build, so I put on a Hall of Fame Lob City finisher to catch lobs, as well as acrobat on bronze, relentless finisher on bronze, and then I also put consistent finisher on silver for those times to get those little bump animations in the lane. I've noticed it helps you finish with the layups and some of those contact layups down low. A couple of badges I've thought about testing out. Let me know in the comments if you've used either Fast Break Finisher or Showtime at all. I've been kind of interested in those just because of the boost in the takeover that you might get. If those work or not, maybe I'll try throwing them on for a rec game or something and see how that works. For the shooting badges, as you can see, I still have 3 more shooting badges to get. So right now I'm rocking Catch and Shoot bronze, I'm rocking Range Extender bronze, and then I have Quick Draw silver. With my last 3 badge upgrades, I think what I'm going to do is add Range Extender to silver, and then put the other 2 on Catch and Shoot so I can have that gold. With the jump shot I have right now, Quick Draw silver seems to work just fine. With it having a lower overall 3-ball, I think I might leave it there and just see what happens. On the playmaking side, right now, like I said, I've been running the off-ball position in the rec a lot, so I'm not doing a lot of dribbling. But I did put Dimer and Floor General to help the team out on Hall of Fame, as well as Quick First Step. Also have Impluckable Gold, and then I put Downhill Gold too for the fast breaks to increase your speed while you're in transition. I put on Silver Lob City Passer for throwing oops, as well as Bronze Flashy Passer. I added Bailout Bronze just to have the animation to help with those times where you drive and you get the contact and you want to pass out of it. I don't recommend doing that unless you have to, but the badge definitely helps and it definitely works, that's for sure. And then with my last one, I also threw on Bronze Needle Threader. Now, if you're going to run the primary point position on this, you can switch a few of these up, obviously. You could put on tight handles. You could put on handles for days. I would highly recommend that one. I actually tried that badge out in the neighborhood the other day on Hall of Fame, and I literally dribbled 22 seconds of the shot clock out and didn't lose my stamina. So if you're going to be a primary dribbler, I would highly suggest handles for days. Gold at minimum, Hall of Fame if you have enough badge spots for it. Ankle breaker that people have said that's been fixed too, so that'd be another one you might want to try to play around with if you're going to be a primary ball handler. But as of right now, the way I'm running this build, as the off ball and the rec, this is how I have my playmaking badges set up best to help my team. And then on the defense, with the 6 upgrades, I think you get just enough here to do what you're looking for. I have gold clamps, obviously, for playing out on the perimeter. And then I put my other 3 on Bronze Intimidator, Bronze Interceptor, and Bronze Pick Dodger. I'm not running Pickpocket at all with the steal boost that you can get from the boost lady. I feel that you can get enough steals without even have to run that badge at all. So that's what I'm currently running as my badge setup. If you have any other suggestions, or maybe you're running something different that works out, put that down in the comments section. I'd love to hear from you. As far as my progression, I just hit 95 on this a couple of days ago. So here's what the maxed out progression looks like before we start our trek to 99. As you can see with physicals down below, I have my weekly workout done. So right now I have a 97 speed with a 99 acceleration, 60 strength, 84 vertical, and the 99 stamina. Now the thing I like about this is if you hit 99.9, you could actually have a 73 ball and an 85 mid-range, which is going to be more than enough to hit your shots when you need to, as well as obviously your good finishing stats and your playmaking stats. And then again, you've got just enough defense on the perimeter to be effective in that area as well. So that's the build. Like I said, I'm really having a lot of fun playing on this build right now. If you'd like to see some gameplay, or you'd like to see some different type of badge methods to see how I got some of these badges, I'd be more than happy to do that for you. Put that down in the comment section. I really appreciate you sticking around for the video, and I'm out. Thanks.